Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, today we're doing a fall makeup tutorial using yellows and deep browns. Oh, you know what? Inspo. I look like my sunflowers back here. Oh my god, sunflower makeup tutorial? Who? I'm like just now realizing in this moment I literally did a sunflower makeup look. Kind of, but not really, you know? I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's go ahead and jump into the makeup. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into this look. As you can see, I already have my eyebrows drawn on. They're not perfect, but we will tweak them later. I do want to do my eyes first, so I'm gonna go ahead and prep and prime my eyes with my Anastasia eye primer. I like to first pick up some on a little brush like this and carve out my eyebrows, and then go in and apply it with a beauty blender onto my lids. So I'm just gonna carve out the under part of my eyebrow. Then I'm going to take a little sponge and just apply a little more primer and bounce that onto my lids. Alright, so as you can see, our eyes are already primed. I am going to take the Honey palette by ColourPop because I do want to do a pretty yellow eye look. I may have to dip into another palette to deepen it up because as you can see, there's not a lot of deep colors in this palette because it is a monochromatic yellow palette. So of course there's not going to be a ton of deep shades in here. But I'm going to start with this palette and then potentially go on to a different one. I don't like to use two palettes in my tutorials and things like that, but sometimes it happens. Just because of the look I have in mind, it may require some deeper browns. I'm just going to see what happens. Okay, taking a stiff little fluffy brush, I'm going to grab the shade Sweet Spot right there in the palette. It's a really bright matte yellow. And I'm going to apply that to my crease. I'm switching my brush, but it's the same kind of brush, so stiff, little fluffy brush is all you need. There was purple on the other one, which means I need to wash my brushes apparently, but I'll do that later. I'm just gonna apply that in the crease in windshield wiper motions. Just trying to get that color down. Then taking a big fluffy brush, I wanna grab the shade Stinger and use that to blend out Sweet Spot. Was that a bad idea, actually? Potentially. Okay, I do want to start to deepen up my outer corner, so I'm going to take the shade Oh Behave. It's like a deep mustardy yellow. And I'm going to pack that onto my outer corner. Alright, taking the same packing brush, I'm going to grab the shade Buzzkill, which is the darkest shade in the palette. It's a really dark, it's pretty much a brown. I don't really see how this is yellow, but that's alright. I'm just going to try to deepen the outer corner up even further. Okay, the look it's pretty so far, but I definitely want more of like a deeper, richer brown in my outer corner, like a warm tone, rich brown. So I'm going to take my little fluffy brush like this. This is the Morphe M506. And I am going to take the shade Highway 1 from the California Love palette. And I'm going to put that in my outer corner to deepen everything up. Yes, this is way better. This is what I was going for. I wanted it to be like a yellow look, but I wanted to have some rich browns in there, you know. It's looking like a mess, but you know what? We're just going to pray and hope that that fixes everything. Okay, what I'm actually hoping is that the shimmer I'm going to use will kind of cover up the unblendedness of it all. So I'm going to take this shade Dandy from the Honey palette right there. It's like a nice golden yellow shade. And I am going to spray my brush to make that more metallic. And I'm just going to apply that on my lid. Not my entire lid though, just about halfway there. Okay, I think that's as good as the eyes are gonna get for now. I'm gonna let it marinate just for like a minute or two. And then we'll go back to it and try to blend it some more, but I don't know what's going on. It's like not doing what I want it to. So for lashes, I'm gonna take these lashes by the Bold Face Makeup in the style It's a Lash Day. They're pretty dramatic, just like me. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lash glue to these bad boys. Okay, for mascara, I'm gonna take my Smashbox Super Fanned Out Mascara. The eyeshadow looks so patchy and I don't know why, because I've used both these palettes before and like they were fine. I haven't used them together before. Maybe they don't mix well together, but it's weird though because they're both ColourPop, so they should go together, you know? Like it shouldn't be an issue to use two of the same brand's palettes and the same eye look. I don't know. It's not like the worst, but it's definitely not the best. I'm hoping just if I ignore it, let it sit there for a minute and come back to it, it'll look better. I don't know. I'm really disappointed because I wanted this eye look to be so pretty, and I didn't do anything different than what I normally do with my eyeshadow, so I don't know what's going on. I'm going to keep trying to blend it. I don't know if we can save this sinking ship. Okay, so while my lashes are still dry, I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Okay, I think I can go ahead and apply my lashes. Makeup tip 101. If you hate your eyeshadow, just put on a big pair of eyelashes and hopefully you can't see it anymore. That's my motto anyways. Okay, for foundation, I'm going to take my Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I ran out of my Dust of Colors foundation the other day, which I've been so upset by because that's like my favorite foundation of all time. But it is super expensive, and I told myself I have to use up my other foundations before I go out and buy the Dust of Colors one. Obviously, not all my foundations. I own like 20. I would never be able to use up all 20 of the foundations I own. Well, I don't know if I have exactly 20, but you know, roughly. But you know, I need to use up a couple more of my foundations before I go buy the more expensive one, because if not, then I'm just not using things and it'll expire, you know, and try to be more mindful of things like that. So using up this bad boy. You know what, I forgot how much I like this foundation, especially for fall and winter, because it is more matte, but it's not like matte, you know, it's not like gonna dry out my skin kind of matte. Maybe if you have dry skin it might do that, but my combo dry oily skin loves this foundation. And it's so quick and easy to apply because literally you just put it all over your skin, and then I like to blend it out with a brush. I'm going to take my brush and just buff it out. For concealer and powder, I'm going to take my Natasha Denona Transfix Matte Concealer and then my Rimmel London Stay Matte Loose Setting Powder. Probably going to fast forward through this because I like to do this pretty quickly, so yeah. Okay, now I'm just setting my under eyes with that loose setting powder. Okay, I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and grab some more of that loose setting powder and just set the rest of my face. Okay, I gotta say, you know, the eyeshadow's looking a lot better. Is it because of the big ass eyelashes and I can't see every detail anymore? Maybe, but also I just think, you know, it needs just to sit and marinate for a minute. Okay, I want to use a really warm tone bronzer today because yellow is very warm toned. So I'm going to take my number 7 bronzer in the shade Caramel. I haven't used this in a very long time on my channel. No reasoning why, I just haven't really been using it in general, so I figured why not bust it out. So I'm gonna start to bronze up my cheeks with it. It is a pretty dark bronzer on me, so I don't use it a ton in real life because most of the time it's too deep, but it's not looking too terrible. I'm gonna clean it up with powder later too. I'm gonna contour my nose with that same bronzer. Okay, I'm gonna take some more of my loose setting powder and just carve out my cheeks because this bronzer is kind of darker and I did get it a little too low. This is the oldest trick in the book when it comes to making your contour look less muddy and sloppy. I do want to take my Tarte Park Ave Princess Chisel palette right here. I'm going to take some of the banana powder called Enhance and run that on my under eyes, just to brighten everything up a little bit. Okay, for blush, I'm going to take my Anastasia Blush Trio in the style Peachy Love. I'm going to use mainly this shade right here called Nectarine. It's kind of hard to like only use one shade of these blush trios, but we're going to do our best. And I'm going to sweep that onto my cheeks. Oh, that blush looks so cute. Ooh, okay. All right, let's go ahead and do our lower lash line. I'm going to take the shade Oh Behave and just run that on my lower lash line from inner to outer corner. Okay, and then I do want to deepen that shade up using Buzzkill. I don't want to do too much for my lower lash line just because my eyes water so much that half the time it just goes away within an hour because my eyes water that extensively. So I'm going to take Buzzkill and just press that against my lower lash line up against the lashes themselves. I'm not going to take it too low. Okay, so that's it for eyeshadow. So I mainly use the Honey palette, but I did have to dip into the California Love for a deep rich brown. But I feel like most of us at home do have some sort of deep brown art collection if you're trying to recreate this, you know? Because like I said earlier, I hate using more than one eyeshadow palette for a tutorial. I actually don't think I've ever done that before. I mean, I probably have, but like not that I can think of because I try not to, but it happens. I'm gonna go ahead and brush away my bakage down here. And then I'm gonna spray my face with some setting spray to prep it for highlight. And then for highlighter, I'm gonna use my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter per usual. I'm trying to use this up for Project Pan, and I use it literally almost every single day, and I haven't hit pan on it yet. It's crazy. Like, I'm not mad because I love this highlighter, and honestly, the thought of it being completely gone makes me sad, but like, it's just crazy that I've been using it every day for almost 6 months now, and no pan. I do want to highlight my brow bone inner corner with this shade as well. Okay, I do need to touch on my eyebrows, so I'm going to take my Gerard Cosmetics Brow Bar to Go and run that brow powder through my eyebrows. Then I'm also going to run some brow gel through my brow hairs. Okay, I have 2 lip colors here because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use. I originally wanted to do a yellow and purple look because I thought like those 2 colors go together because they're opposites on the color wheel. And I do think this purple lip would be pretty like a all yellow kind of eye look, but since I threw those browns in there, I kind of want to use this deep brown color from Gerard Cosmetics called Boss Lady. So I think I'm going to use Boss Lady. Okay, so here's the shade Boss Lady from Gerard Cosmetics. It's one of their Hydro Matte liquid lipsticks. Really pretty color. It's a nice deep brown with like a little bit of like a warmer undertone to it, so I thought it went perfect with these yellow eyes. Okay, last but not least, I do need to apply some mascara to my lower lashes. It's the last thing I do because my eyes are so watery that it may mess up the look. Okay, I am going to set my face in place using my Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray in the scent Cucumber. Alright guys, and here is my completed fall yellow makeup tutorial. I don't know when I'm going to title this video. Probably something along those lines with the word fall in yellow, because I'm basic. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could use a nude lip with this look, or like a terracotta lip or a red lip. You could really use whatever lip you wanted to with this look, but I just felt like, you know, the darker the better. It's fall, baby. Let's act like it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you enjoyed today's look. If you have any other fall color scheme recommendations, let me know down below. I love you guys so much, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.